Good afternoon, everybody. Super fun, infinite blessings on this transcendent twin flame Taco Tuesday. I don't know about y'all, but myself and several other healers were having a very interesting time trying to sleep last night. Um, you've heard of the enlightenment hour or the witching hour. A lot of times when you can't sleep between the hours of 2, 3, 4, somewhere around there in the morning, um, it's because there's spiritual downloads, messages that you're awakening to receive, which was the case for me, and I was awakened at 2:22 this morning. So that was pretty interesting. Shortly after, I felt my Anam pop in and say, "What the heck are you doing awake? You're not a night owl." At which I playfully just said, "Mind your business," and went back to doing what I was doing. Which works, at a distance. Doesn't necessarily work in proximity, but I digress. So, Hope Mama Eagle, founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, aka Ancestral Reiki, and I am organizing things right now, moving like the silent G in lasagna. And I found the angel cards that I haven't used in, 7, 8, 9 months, something like that. So I thought it'd be a good treat for y'all. And these cards have an interesting history behind them. I was living in a place I affectionately refer to as Deliverance Country, and decided that angel cards would be better to use in the cafe than, say, your traditional Rider-Waite, etc. And so I bought these, humble deck of angel cards without opening them, took them into the cafe, and proceeded to hear a bunch of good old boys giggle about the angels being naked. So it was really funny. I always crack up when I think about that, especially because the message I was getting this morning was to call this reading Going Commando. Now, those of you that saw my post that I did yesterday about bots for brains having flagged a inspirational post that I've seen many different times, may something like the positivity of the universe make your journey easier or something like that, and they flagged it because they said that certain organizations, who I will not name here, had determined that there's no actual evidence that positivity can help with anything. So I was like, oh boy, here we go. If y'all knew my grandma, you could hear the commentary she had on this one. And Grandma Patrizia, too. I mean, my goodness. So they said to call this reading Going Commando. And the reason that they said that is, not commando as in, shoot 'em up kind of thing. But if you highlight the Om in commando, those of you that have read my memoir, you highlight an Om, you bring miracles from heaven to earth. So when you're talking about going commando, yes, that is another term for not wearing any chonies or skivvies or, whatever you call that from your region of the world. Undergarments, whatever, and that gets me cracking up thinking about one of the elders I worked with always said that your religion is like your hairbrush, be careful who you share it with. And another one would say, your religion is like your chonies. Just because yours feels comfortable and functional to you doesn't necessarily mean it feels comfortable and functional to everybody else. Some people can wear polyester, other people are allergic to it. Some people like granny panties, other people like dental floss, Some people got to be in their tighty whities so that their boys feel secure or whatever, But there comes a time when most metaphysicians graduate from the realms of religion into spirituality, and that's where we end up going commando, okay? So, it's kind of like freestyling, whatever you want to call it. But the cards that are here are just, beautiful because, we're talking about We can look at these cards as past, present, future, but we can also look at them as a whole. So if we look at them past, present, future, we've got the past bringing in spiritual growth, we've got the present, which is divine timing, and we've got the future, which is enchantment. Now, what I hear from this is, your spiritual growth is what led to you being in alignment for receiving blessings in divine timing that are going to help to make your life that much more enchanted and magical, not just for you, but for you to be able to help people even more, even faster. It's grace, ease, joy, and least effort. Now, if we break down these words, spiritual growth contains the word owl. So, there's a lot of owl medicine. Part of our spiritual growth is not just seeing the BS, but calling the BS, extracting ourselves from the BS, taking a shower, affirming that we're not going to go back in that direction, continuing to move forward. Divine timing. It's funny, I'm seeing the word Tim, which I'm expecting a call from an important person named Tim. But I'm also seeing the word vine as in things growing up naturally, fruitfully. Makes me think of Vine Deloria. But divine timing, you see this naked angel, right? Naked and unafraid, naked and unashamed. It's okay. I may have been through it in order to get to this alignment, but I'm ready. I hear the term clothed in spirit, protected by spirit, as opposed to the emperor's new clothes, which is probably the story a bunch of y'all grew out of anyway. That story where the emperor is fooled into thinking this person is making him these brand new clothes and he's actually naked, walking through the town until that one person points it out, at the risk of penalty of death, and finally gets the emperor to see what was really going on. Now, you can actually harness that lesson in terms of twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine. A lot of times the divine feminine is called to let their emperor know when someone is trying to bamboozle or, Shanghai something from them. And they may not appreciate it at first until they realize they were walking through the town naked, right? So now they get to put that respect back on their name. So the enchantment, look at that unicorn, the beautiful lake, the swan in the background. That unicorn isn't just sitting there looking pretty. All right. It's pawing at the ground. It's wishing a glitch would. It is ready to go forward. In a magical way, in a magical direction, for a magical reason. So it's all good. So these are our cards for today. And, people tell me, well, I'm not religious. I don't know if I believe in angels. Well, I feel like we're all angels with invisible wings. So whether you, believe in religion and, you got to have your tighty whities on, or, you've graduated into the realm of metaphysics where you're ready to freestyle and go commando. Namaste, optimistic. If you need me, you can reach out via my Instagram or you can text me. You can also reach out via my website, which is infiniteblessings.godaddysites.com. And, hugging you with my prayers. Looking forward to talking with y'all soon. So keep going forward. Peace, the rest, and best together for the highest good of Mother Earth and all her children. Oma washte, hechatu, alo.